Hiya, how's it going everyone? Welcome back to another Rec Room video, and in today's Rec Room video, I'm going to be talking about a developer blog post, I'm going to be talking about some in-game actual room news, and to top that off, I think I also have a bit of full body avatars news sprinkled in this actual video. Inside the Rec Room Discord, there was a little tangent about full body avatar socks. Someone had asked for it, and Max Powers, the actual Rec Room developer, had said voted up on the avatars feature upvote.com. He also claimed that they left out socks on all these shoes on purpose so they could add it as an option later to see if there was an actual demand for them as well. Though if they do decide to add socks, they'll always provide some default socks for free. If you guys are interested about the quest sets having shoes or pants and stuff like that, Max Powers has said that they still haven't decided on when they would do this, but it helps know if there's a demand for it. Of course, welcome to Murder v3. It is a Rec Room murder mystery map, and I'm pretty sure you already know what it is if you avidly play Rec Room. Now in other videos, I've talked about covering map updates and news before that were inside of Rec Room, so instead of it being like Rec Room updates that affect everything in Rec Room, it could be about certain maps that had received an update. And therefore, Murder v3 is one of those maps. Before we read their patch notes though, they do have this little message of the day. It says the April Fool's update will leave after April 1st ends. Enjoy the missing textures and models until then. Now inside their actual patch notes, it had read this: Murder v3 changelogs, March 28th, 2024. Been a while. We've been busy working on our next massive update we call the basement update. Interesting. In the meantime, we thought we'd release our menu UI rework early since it's done. They had some UI changes, and these include main menu changes. They entirely redesigned the main menu, now including banners to show off events, new features, and featured items. There's now a level selection that now shows your current XP progress. They also had some store changes. The store now contains areas for purchasing not only scanner skins, but titles and kill SFX. The store will no longer show unobtainable items, and there were some inventory changes as well. The inventory inside of all lobbies letting you change scanner skin, knife skin, kill SFX, and title whenever you want. As of March 28th, this is not true. The new UI will be added to the main game when it's ready, which should be very soon. So this is like a feature that's not even out yet. Cool to note, but for our last few changes, we have that the inventory will no longer show items you do not own, and you can now equip items via clicking on an item you already have equipped, rather than having an unequipped button. And the Elsewhere, it's here. The new Elsewhere skin is here, and it's special in its own ways. You can earn it for free by wearing any Elsewhere avatar items in the main menu, or you can buy it for 7,500 clues. Honestly, it's so cool that they're actually including Elsewhere items that you have actually bought before in-game and giving you rewards in this room for it. If you had bought the Elsewhere skin and later put on an Elsewhere item, you'll be refunded the 7,500 clues spent on the skin. Note that the emulate of Elsewhere item will not work with full body avatars. We're working with Rec Room staff to resolve this issue, but you can swap to Bean in the meantime. And as you guys can see, we have this little, title card for the Elsewhere gun and stuff like that, available now in the shop or for free by wearing an Elsewhere avatar item on the room join. That is absolutely so sick, and I love to see a Rec Room map actually do something like that. I've never seen something like this. Though I should note there's actually a bug causing the game developers of Murder v3 to revert the new UI update / Elsewhere skin. They'll be back when they get this bug fixed, and hopefully that'll be tonight, but of course we'll wait and see. I'll keep you guys posted on updates, but of course this is our entire Murder v3 update. What are your guys' thoughts, and do you guys play this Rec Room map? If you guys haven't heard of Murder v3 before, check it out. It's way better with people or your friends, and I will have a room link down inside the description below. Now, aside with all the Murder v3 stuff, we actually have a Rec Room developer blog to talk about. It's about voice moderation, and they had this announcement on their social media talking about this new voice moderation updates. Over the last year, we've fine-tuned our voice moderation system to be more lenient for one-off slips, reserving bans for only persistent offenders. You can read more about how the system works right here in this actual blog post. Now, this is a new dev blog talking about voice moderation titled The State of Voice Moderation. Inside this actual, dev blog, they go into detail about this. We've received a lot of questions about voice moderation, so we got the 411 from our trust and safety team on how voice moderation actually works in Rec Room. We use voice moderation systems in all public rooms in real time, and these are cutting-edge machine learning systems that detect hate, harassment, and other types of nasty speech based on Rec Room's community standards. So what's the deal? We spent the last year running analysis and reworking our system, and here's the most important takeaway. The data confirms that we knew all along, the vast majority of players are fantastic community members. Most have never broken the code of conduct. Never, not even once. Angels. Of those that have broken rules, most players only slip up once. Say it gets a bit tense, maybe you missed that paintball shot at the last second, and a few curse words slip out. Our voice moderation system is designed for exactly this, and it will catch one off and give you a friendly warning because we get it. We all get caught up in the moment from time to time. That is so real, Rec Room. Honestly, such a W. Anyways, what if it's not just a moment then? Players only lose mic privileges if that moment escalates. Temporarily revoking mic privileges is a very direct form of feedback of, hey, that wasn't cool, but it's also a chance to reflect. How can I be excellent with other Rec Roomers when I get my mic back? If a player keeps using hate speech to be hateful or harass, that mic restriction will increase and may eventually turn into a ban to give them a chance to cool off. We don't like banning players. We do it so we have no other way to protect the experience from the rest of the community. As we said, our players are top notch, so bans for voice chat toxicity are usually really rare, like 1 in 1,330. I can't talk. You're more likely to roll all 6s on 6 dice, and those very rare bans are now also short. We don't need to, and we aren't, pressing the 40-year ban button or even the 1-week ban button for voice toxicity. Long or permanent bans are used for only serious code of conduct violations. But what if I didn't actually mess up? Hang on though, you've all seen the social posts that say, I didn't say anything and then I got banned, or one of your favorites, it was just a mic echo. But it's not true. If players are banned or muted, we are pretty dang sure they said a few things they shouldn't have. Is it 100% perfect? No, but it almost is. This is where our internal data wizards come in. Every detection system has a false discovery rate, the FDR, i.e. a chance of being wrong. The FDR limits the confidence for making the right decision on any issue. If the FDR is ever above 5%, you can never reach 99% confidence, unless you wait. If you see not 1, but 2, or 3, or even 25 potential rule breaks in any given period, then you have quite a bit more confidence that someone did cross a line. So even if a system has 5% FDR and we see a player caught 10x, then we're not 95% confident, we're more like 99.99999% confident. So yeah, almost 100% perfect. We don't want to interrupt games unnecessarily, so to reduce false positives, we don't ban or mute based on one thing a player says in a fragment of speech. Instead, we wait until we reach that 99.9999% confidence rating based on multiple hits, which can be discovered over a few sentences for in a moment. This is really the best of both worlds. We catch the worst toxicity, and we forgive the one-offs, and we stop those gnarly false positives. And you know what? It works. This chart shows that what's been going on over the last year. Instances of toxic voice chat have fallen around 70%. And you guys can see that in May 2023, it was crazy compared to now. I'm sure that's real data and stuff like that. Pretty interesting graph, and honestly, a pretty crazy graph to see. I really do wonder what these bumps were and what happened during these bumps of, voice toxicity inside of Rec Room though, for sure. So what's next? So job done then? Not quite. We're getting to a good place on improving the system's accuracy, but accuracy is only half the story. The other half is about what we catch, and more importantly, what we don't. Right now, if the system is catching you, you slipped up more than a few times, but we know, and you know, that there are times we probably shouldn't have caught something, and we did it. Players being unfairly banned is lose-lose, so we worked on accuracy, but now we're turning our attention to broader coverage. More on that in future updates, but for now, thank you all for who continue to make Rec Room the great community we want it to be, and keep doing your Rec Room best. And that is Rec Room's developer blog on voice moderation. I do want to say, if you guys have messed up a few times in Rec Room, believe it or not, I have too. Did you know that I have channel memberships? Because you should totally join. Of course, massive shout out to all my Pookies, aka my channel memberships, and these people include BBB Burning Owl, Zipical, Carl the Skunk, Greg Streams, Random Person GM, Jack Tutorial, Guinea Pig Plays Plus, Bucket Guy, Yo It's Jakey, Trevor A, Raphael, Cloud, Netflix69, Box David, and Dozer Blade Cat. Thank you for supporting me. I really do appreciate it, and it really does mean a lot to this channel, especially if you're a Squidling. I also appreciate your guys' little donations too. It means a lot. And of course, let's get back into this video. Dude, I've messed up so many times and stuff like that, and Rec Room was still willing to give me a chance and see me through. So trust me, you can still be an excellent player inside of Rec Room even if you do get like a voice ban or you even get banned inside of Rec Room. The real problem is like if you keep doing it and keep on, being toxic and stuff like that. That's the real issue. Anyways though, people, that's basically been this new developer blog. Be sure to let me know your guys' thoughts. And of course, did you guys like this video? If you did, be sure to give it a like. I really do appreciate it, and so does my drift. It does mean a lot. And of course, did you know that I have a code in Rec Room? That's right, I've been banned before, and I have a code in Rec Room. It's SK0L, and it's totally free, or you guys can go into my profile and click that support button. It's a hassle-free method, which is also free, and I really do appreciate it. Did I forget to talk about the YouTube algorithm liking the video if you like the video? I think I did. You guys should like the video because the YouTube bot algorithm pushes the video out to more people and recommends it. I totally forgot to mention that. Anyways, though, peace out. Anyways, though, that's been this entire video. I do appreciate the love, people. Thank you guys for all the love and support, and I will catch you guys inside the next one. I'm gonna have to punch you now, but of course, be sure to subscribe. This one's gonna hurt. Bro fist. Nee!